Hey guys, this is Andres Smirnoff with the Fast Lane Truck, and as always,
Camp with Mr. Truck in the frozen tundra of Colorado. It's cold. That's right. I'm going to talk about trucks, accessories, and some of the truck events we went to.
Yep, number 10 on the list is a 1970 International D1300 all-wheel drive fire truck.
Yes, they made pickups international in the old days.
This is a dually 4x4, which is pretty rare.
Yeah.
And it was a fire truck, and it worked from 1970 to 2000, 30 years in the service.
Wow.
7,000 miles. It's pristine, it's immaculate. It's a working truck. I got the chance to drive it.
And that had a 345 cubic inch V8.
Yep.
That was the biggest they had. They had a 304 and a 345.
It was originally purchased in 1970 by the airport authority, so It was back then called the Arapahoe County Airport, not Centennial.
Okay.
And for a number of years, it would actually be stationed out here and parked at the airport.
And that's my number 10. What's your number 9?
It's IntelliHaul trailering system from GM.
What?
The IntelliHaul trailering system. It came out in 16, but you can retro it to 14 on the half ton, 15 on the heavy duties. But it has a wireless trailer camera, which I think is, Ford has the one where they put the long cord on a Super Duty. I like the idea of a wireless if it's a good wireless. And we both used it, and it's pretty cool. You put it on the back of the trailer, wire it in someplace for electricity off of your trailer lights. But it also goes to your cameras on your mirrors. And it goes to the center stack, the 8-inch screen in the middle. And so you can see what's going on with the trailer when you're backing up, because it's wired for reverse. They're not legal to drive forward past, 15 miles an hour. And then those cameras into your mirrors, when you turn on the blinker, it shows you that blind spot that's even lower than your spotter mirror finds, which I really love that.
Yeah, we had it 2016 Duramax Midnight Edition Chevy, right?
That black one, yes, I remember that.
And we went on the I-Gauntlet with it, and we used all the cameras.
Yeah.
And we installed the camera on the back of this gooseneck, so when we're in reverse, we can see what's behind the trailer. That's a very useful feature. Number 8 on the list is my experience out of Utah with Plan B Supply and ETL Overland companies. I really feel bad about going and almost drowning in the salt.
Yeah, we'd all feel bad if you drowned. That would be bad.
so I feel really awful about that. And Plan B Supply is, they actually go to auctions and get the best chassis
from the
military chassis and the Humvees.
Yeah.
And then they make them a little bit more comfortable, because a Humvee from the military, has steel frame seats. So they put leather seats in there and do all kinds of cool stuff with it. So check those guys out, but it was really fun.
That's a growing industry, is people who are refurbishing old trucks. I see that with several fleet companies now. Instead of just keep buying these $70,000 trucks, they're rebuilding the ones that are 10 years old. And I say a truck can last forever. It all depends on how much electronics you have on it. But my next one
number 7
is Gen Y Hitch. I love those guys. We use them for the weight distributing hitch. We use them on the test trailers. And Gen Y introduced this hitch at SEMA. And it was 30,000 trailer capacity bumper pull hitch.
With a 3-inch shank.
With a 3-inch shank for the new Fords. That's what they are, is a 3-inch shank. And it's, rated 30,000. And then, the Ford now is up to 21. GM's at 21. Both those without weight distributing hitch. And so Gen Y came out with this new heavy duty one. And if you know SEMA, there's hundreds of these giant lifted trucks. I mean, 6 inches, a foot, or whatever they are. And Gen Y Hitch has the hitches that'll go that low, but they have one for those lifted trucks that has 2 turnbuckles stabilizing. I mean, you're not going to bend the Gen Y hitch, but you might bend the truck's hitch.
Next on the list, number 6, is the 2017 F-150 10-speed with a second generation 3.5 liter EcoBoost. And actually, both of us were at Ford Proving Grounds in Michigan, testing the new F-150 with a new 10-speed. And this was just an amazing experience for me, because not just because of the new truck and the new transmission, but we were in the proving grounds that not many people get to go on.
Number 5 is what we did in Texas. It's a Texas State Fair, Texas. The new GM heavy duty is finally out.
Okay.
We've been following camouflage trucks for years now, and they finally actually introduced it with the new scoop. That's controversial.
Yeah.
I like it. It doesn't increase power, but it does control heat better. And that came out with 910 pound-feet of torque and 445 horsepower. So it's leading the horsepower race in heavy duty, super duties.
Yes.
And it's incredible. Basically same transmission, but they've done everything in that engine, even though it's still a Duramax 6.6. Like I said, changed pistons, rods, everything in there is new. Mm-hmm. The turbo's new. They repositioned things.
Number 4 on the list has to do with towing. And I got an amazing opportunity to actually tow a Navy Prowler jet plane at the Wings Over the Rockies Museum.
Cool.
And so I had the new 2016 Ram Dually, right, 3500, and I pulled into the museum, and it's an active museum. People are just there looking at airplanes. I had to push it backwards, but it has 2 pivot points.
Oh yeah. Those are not easy to back up.
So I got, the pintle hitch, with Gen Y, and it took me about 30 minutes.
To go 20 feet or
yes.
Well, that's not an easy combination.
Hey, Andre, I don't want to scare you, but there's a woman in a wheelchair back there. What? Don't run over the woman with the wheelchair with the Prowler, okay?
Okay, wait a minute. I'm towing a Navy jet in an active museum, and there's... Okay, this is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, so the most important thing, Andre, do not run over the woman in the wheelchair.
Okay, next, number 3 on our list is yours.
That's the Super Duty. We went to that launch. It was actually in Colorado, finally. We got to go drive in Colorado. And that was great. Now they're 925 foot-pounds of torque, and they're 440 horsepower, and it's got 7 cameras, and it's got the F-150 cab, so the cab is bigger. I mean, it's awesome, and it's got and the adaptive cruise control, which we did up a Midnight Ike with 30,000 pounds
amazing,
trailer.
wasn't it?
Yeah, so going down the Ike, it actually braked the trailer. You can see the lights come on. It was fantastic. It just totally controlled everything.
We're loaded basically to the max on this particular model because this Platinum F450 is rated at a gooseneck towing of 30,100 pounds.
Right.
21,000 pounds on the hitch, on the bumper pull. And the payload rating, maximum payload rating for this particular configuration is 4,751 pounds.
Yeah. What's next?
Number 2 on the list is my most fun experience with trucks from this year. And this is a 2017 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. And the launch event was in Hawaii.
Yes, I've never been to Hawaii.
Woo! What are the differences between a 6-speed automatic and a 6-speed manual 2017 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro? I have a rare opportunity to drive both off-road in beautiful Hana Ranch in Maui, Hawaii. There was a small rally course they set up in this muddy field.
Yeah.
So we got to slide the Tacoma TRD Pro through these turns, and it was amazing. And then we did rock crawling in this creek, that was drying out after the rain. And anyway, and I really like that TRD Pro truck. So
it sounds like fun. Yeah,
number 1.
It's a very capable off-road. Number 1
yes.
is what we just got through playing with, the new 2017 Ford Raptor.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
I did not get to go on that event, but you were there.
Yeah, some desert north of San Diego. I don't know where the hell we were. but it's like a giant ATV with air conditioning. I mean, that thing can jump. And we went out there. Now, it's the EcoBoost twin turbo.
Yep.
And, it's all cranked up to power. I mean, it's like 510 torque and 450 horsepower.
Yep.
So it's horsepower with these heavy duties and super duties. It's way up there. 10-speed automatic.
Yep.
Paddle shifters in the steering wheel. Well, you got to hang on to that thing. You want the paddle shifters there.
Yep.
You're not going to take your hand off the wheel.
Let's go do this, man.
That's right, let's have some fun.
Yeah. Baja mode, which keeps the turbo spooled up. Okay.
Yes, that'll put us in 4 high.
Okay.
That'll give us the really good off-road ABS calibration that we've calibrated specifically for these off-road environments.
All right.
And the rock climbing was incredible. and it's got all these modes. It has so much stuff. It would take you've seen the videos. It takes a lot to explain it, but there's like 5. They call them 6 modes, and whatever mode you put it in, it automatically adjusts the locker, the ABS brakes, the shift pattern, everything on the truck side. Toyota does a lot of that.
Yes.
Automatically adjusts. It was a blast. It was a lot of. That's the funnest truck I've ever been in.
So we always do a bonus on our top 10 list.
Yes.
And my bonus for most fun from 2016 is drag racing. I love going to the drag strip. We have Bandimere here in Colorado, our home drag strip, and on Wednesdays is Run What You Brung.
Yeah.
So basically anybody can show up, and we show up with all kinds of vehicles, but like Roman and I raced a Ram Dually versus a Raptor.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think it broke loose, but I still have a good start. That's the lead on me. He's kicking me. Come on, Raptor! Go! Go! Oh, I have a lot of wheel slip. When I pull up to that Christmas tree, on the drag strip,
Right.
My heart is racing. I want to, really, kill the other guy in the next lane to me, and
Right.
so that's my most fun experience.
Then my bonus is, we always talk about SEMA, and I was talking about, the Gen Y Hitch was introduced there, the 30,000 pound one. But SEMA is a closed show. It's for the press and for mom and pop shops. Basically, that's what it's built about, is accessory shops. But SEMA has got stuff you can't even imagine, and I go there because the new stuff comes out. People introduce it there. All the manufacturers are there, and the manufacturers have always gone there, and they'll look at all the cool accessories, and then a few years later we'll see it on a new truck.
Right.
And the thing that's really unique about it is we based it on a bicycle chain, so motorsports and all that kind of stuff. So it's got the link look to it, and that's why we named it that. The big thing about now with custom wheels, everybody wants to customize them. So you can go ahead and take these out and color match them to the vehicle, and that's kind of what FabTech did for this Ford Super Duty, is they color matched this to their paint code.
Wait a minute, you might be saying there was also the 2017 Chevy Colorado ZR2 and the awesome Ram Rebel TRX concept that were unveiled in 2016. Yep, you would be right. But unfortunately, we did not get a chance to drive these awesome off-road trucks, and we hope to drive them very soon, especially if the TRX concept makes production. 6.2 liters, 575 horsepower.
Supercharged Hemi.
Happy Charge Hemi, yeah. Are you ready, Andre? That can't be street legal.
No matter what you start out your day with,
Yeah.
you fire that bad boy up and you smile, no
Yeah.
matter what's going on with your day.
We'll see you in 2017.
Yes.